just wanted to go to the shadow realm. It's time to get no bitches.
Them ho
motherfuckers.
I like how we both thought ho. Hey, we know we got it on mind.
Hello, motherfucker.
Friday after next. Actually, yeah, that's a Christmas movie, right? That's the Friday where they lost their money.
That's the one
where they got robbed by Santa Claus.
And what's his name? Cat William holds what's his face's nuts in the
it was
some pliers.
What's it called? Tiny. No, it's Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Yeah, because he just came out of prison. He fucking was into that booty.
I felt like that was the inspiration for a pimp named Slickback.
I think so too.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah, because he wasn't a pimp, right? He just owned a store.
No, he was a pimp.
He was a pimp, right?
Yeah.
But does that mean his girl was a hoe?
Yeah.
But then she got with X Cube. So was that just a transaction, or was that love, or was that thuggin' love? I got that.
That ain't thuggin' love. From what I know, that ain't thuggin' love.
That ain't thuggin' love. Welcome back. This is episode 95. We're almost close to 100, so hopefully shit gets straight away by then.
And we're going to get there.
Yeah,
how many people arrive? We don't know.
Dude, I checked Twitter today and guess what I think someone said for the 87th time, World War III is trending again. Bro, what is with their obsession of I like how it's trended so many times that imagine when it actually does happen, people would just be like, oh, okay.
I was ahead of the trend.
I
thought of it first.
Hashtag World War III, yes. But apparently, and also, what else did I read on the news? Because I'm trying to catch up on Twitter because I've been in the mountains for a couple of days. And also, I've been fucking celebrating hard.
I was like, your ass acting like your ass really disconnected, dog.
I disconnected, bro. I had 2 bars in my phone. I didn't have full 5G, dude. I had 4G. You know how hard it is to navigate the internet with 4G? It's pretty hard.
You say that, but I actually disconnected because for some fucking odd reason, on Thursday my internet decided to go fuck off.
What do you mean?
Something happened with the wires and I just got internet back yesterday. Mm-hmm. So I haven't had internet. I was just like, damn, dog, how'd I do this?
Hey, you're reading.
How is this my life?
You're back here reading the back of shampoo bottles. Did you used to do that as a kid when you was like,
no,
you didn't do that, bro.
How poor were you?
Dude, I was poor. I was I'd be taking a shit and be like, a conditioner. I'm like, what does it have in the bag? I'm like, phosphidifos, whatever the fucking ingredient is.
Yo, ass straight up said, damn, we ain't got the newspaper.
No, we used to for a while, dude. My brother had somehow my brother had signed us up for Game Informer without my mom knowing. So
bro, you know you gotta pay for that shit.
I know, bro. Without my mom knowing, I think. But dude, we get fucking Game Informer, so I would stay in the toilet looking out.
This is one thing I hated about GameStop for some fucking dumbass reason. Anytime I bought anything, they were just like, "Hey, by the way, you got a year of Game Informer." I'm just like, "Why, dog?"
Hey, dude, that shit's fucking entertaining, bro. I mean, I didn't buy any of the games that came out in there because I was fucking poor. But
I'm just like, dog. It's just the digital age came and it's way ahead.
Because when I was fucking with the Game Informers, it was 2006, 2005. You needed to read magazines, you know what I'm saying? Websites were that old school websites where they looked like they were made in paint.
That's when I think I got the 360.
360. That's around 20.
I don't remember when it came out.
That's 20. How, dude? The 360 came out 2009, right?
I have no clue.
Because I know motherfuckers were playing 360 when I was.
All I remember is just this is when Gears of War was popping.
Oh yeah.
Gears of War was crazy for people.
Apparently, they're not gonna make a movie. I keep thinking they're gonna make that into a movie, but they keep.
Oh wait, before we go, we have to take the Argentinian out of the room. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. I want to be humble, dude. I don't want to brag. Yeah. I feel like when I step in the room, you already know we won. So I don't have to say it. You already know it though.
Oh well.
I don't. I mean, I'm being humble, but at the same time, it's if
when you step into the room, I'm just like, Saudi Arabia.
You can say that. So you know what? From now on, anytime I brought up soccer and Messi, you'd be like, "But he missed that penalty." Now, what are you gonna say? The trophy's too heavy.
These people really like hands of God. So.
Oh my god, bro!
Nah,
it was a good World Cup.
That
now I don't know
crazy.
what to do with myself, dude. I'm kind of lost.
I'm just gonna jump. That World Cup, by far the most entertaining thing I've ever seen
100%.
in any kind of soccer shit I've ever seen in my life. That shit was nutty, bro. Yeah. I was at work and I took like a whole hour and a half break, and they were like, "Where the fuck is this asshole?" I'm like, Messi.
You know what's weird? So like at work, because you have meetings, and then like I guess someone in my team was like, "Oh my gosh, congratulations! Like your team won." And then like this is how like weird it is with like soccer or football. Like half of the people were like, "Oh, that was a thing. Oh yeah, the World Cup was going. Like who won?" Like I was just like, I feel weird that it's like, and they're American obviously, but I'm just like, are you so disconnected from the world? Like everybody was like so hyper fixated in this.
It was so crazy that after that game, and I stepped out of my car and I went, like, I just started working it. Everybody, when I mean like customers, my coworkers, everybody in the fucking world was talking about this game.
Really,
I was like, that shit felt kind of sick as fuck to me.
Right?
Like that just like everybody just like was connecting about like, dude, is like fucking 2 goals, Messi scores again, and then out of nowhere there's a handball. What the fuck is going on? Penalties, and then fucking France just Mbappe couldn't do everything for them. Damn,
oh, bro, it was crazy, and that's fuck. I still say to this day, this is one thing that's controversial. I might say, would you say that soccer by far is the best representation of like competitiveness around like the globe? Like not everybody has the same kind of playing field, but in reality, there is like an opportunity. Does that make sense? Like compared to like American football, you can't really like say you're the best in the world. You can say you're the best where you play football, but like, you know what I'm saying? Not that many people play that sport.
I don't know if I'd do that. I think I would still think the Olympics is that. I would say it's
that's a good point.
I would say that soccer or football is something that can legit bring anybody from any like walk of life together. Right. I literally legit don't like because for the like 2 weeks prior I was working like the afternoon, and there's this guy that was from actually Morocco.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I never talked to this dude. Like legit, like he works in the afternoon. I don't see him, so like this is the first time I interacted with him. Like he just like brought it up, and then we just started talking about it. And it was just like me and him became homies hella quick.
Right. But it's weird how like
it's just so.
Would you say besides the Olympics, that's the only sporting event that everybody's like fucking guns a-blazing?
I think it's more viewed than the Olympics. The Olympics is kind of just like, but I think
because I don't really watch the Olympics. Am I being real? Even if Argentina competes in it, I'm just like
cool.
Yeah.
It's just more like for me, it's if you're saying like. What competitive wise, like to show like what country's like the best, I would say the Olympics just because it's different categories. It's not just one.
Yeah, you have multiple.
Because I'm just like, and again, soccer is very in different cultures has more accessibility than a lot other ones.
Agree. Yeah, I agree.
I was like, so it's a lot easier, and again, a lot of it just comes to investment from like their country. But like it to me, it's like the most like. The thing that brings a lot of people together. Now,
this is a hypothetical. Like, I was telling this to John the other day, and hopefully I get a different perspective from yours. But like, okay, let's imagine we're Doctor Strange, right? We fucking hoopla. We open a portal to Earth number 73B, and in that world, the World Cup is NFL football. And imagine if everybody has kind of the same level playing field of facilities and number of years playing the game. Who do you think physically, like I'm talking about physically, who do you think would dominate besides the U.S.? Obviously, we know the U.S.
I don't think the U.S. would dominate that crazy.
Really? You don't think the U.S. If NFL became global? I'm talking about like everybody and their mama plays it, like the same way if it was for soccer.
Australia would probably be a top tier.
Oh shit, Australia. Honestly,
what people don't understand is just like. Is like rugby is kind of a sort of football-ish type thing, just a lot harder and a lot rougher, and it's played like again not the same fucking rules,
right?
But like if you think about it, it's almost like the same sport. It might be like I might not. Again, I don't know rugby at all. I've seen it like clips of it. That shit look crazy. It's like, but I'm just like, if you get those people that can like have no padding and can deal like with a lot more fucking damage than like what an NFL player can do, they can probably do some damage. And they have hands to throw.
Oh,
there's like they can punt return easily. They can do a bunch of crazy shit. I think Australia would probably be like a top tier team.
Because part of me would be like, what about
like I would just look more into. I would just to that aspect would look more into like what rugby teams are crazy right now, which I think rugby's crazy in Australia. If I'm not,
it is crazy in Australia and then also in New Zealand. Like,
so I would
New Zealand has one of like.
So I would think that like those are like the competitive towards the U.S. because U.S. is just has the infrastructure for it.
Because part of me is like because part of me is always like obviously I like soccer because I've grown up watching it, but like that's why I love the World Cup because it's like you get to see like the pockets of like South Koreans like the way they play or the vibe.
It's always dope to see like how the game is played into the different cultures just by what like
their physique, the way they like their culture is, and
their culture and just like soccer. The way that like life, or like I guess just how shit had to be different for them,
right? Like
how the adaptation of the sport like had to change because of just how it was for them. Because again, Brazil has their own style of playing, right? And it's like that's why like a lot of people like watching Brazil because it's just they're just I forget what it's called. They have a specific word of like what they call their style of playing. But man, that's why like when fucking Pele came out and everybody's like, holy shit, this motherfucker's like nutty. I'm like, yeah, because you never seen that. Like you seen like very structured, like very same of like European side of it. But then now you see this, and then you see Argentina how they play, and like everybody plays the game same and different at the same time.
Because part of me would love to see imagine like how Usain Bolt is fast, right? He's Jamaican. Imagine like having running backs that are like Jamaican, like Usain Bolt speed, or like even like let's say African tribes that have like big motherfuckers. Like imagine if if Ghana or Cameroon or like Cote d'Ivoire had all these like NFL teams. You see like because obviously like let's crack the veil open like. The American team would just be African Americans. Let's be honest. A good chunk of them would be African Americans.
I mean, you say that, but France's team is
France team. If you want to like really peel it back, none of them were born in France.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's pretty much France's team right now too.
So like, imagine if you had like pure African. Because I mean, in soccer, I've played against like Africans. Like I'm talking about Nigerians and. Dude, like everybody has different physiques. Just like you were saying, I would love to see even like. A South Korean NFL team.
That should be crazy.
Dude, that shit would be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Would. That's the thing. Like, it's just physique-wise, I can't see them competing that crazily.
Like, but like, it would be interesting to see how they would develop and how they would change. Exactly.
Their sport. Yeah.
Because that's how different countries like play.
Everybody has to adapt their own style.
Because like if we do it like NFL teams, because obviously NFL teams they play a whole season out, right? They play the teams twice. In the whole season, I don't watch football. But imagine if they got like knockout like NFL games, like one game, that's it. Every NFL game is a Super Bowl, and you playing against everybody in the country. Like that would be fucking. To me, that would be kind of insane. That would be like, bro, what did you see the fucking USA versus Colombian?
To me, it's just like because I don't know. It's just because it's such a spectacle, the World Cup. Like no matter where the fuck you're, like again, if you were at Qatar, I was like, bro, like that atmosphere is so much like crazy.
It's such a different vibe.
Like it must be like incredibly insane just to be a part of that atmosphere of like a World Cup. And like this next World Cup is gonna be the biggest World Cup that has ever been, and it can be either really great or really horrible because of like just the horrible structure that they have for it. Because it's just we don't know what this is the first of its like of it ever being a thing. So I'm just like this either can be really dope or like now you can not just host it between one country. It can be like divided and then like because again European if it was held in like if it was like European. they have so much like their way of like going between countries is so much
easy.
like their
Dude,
structure.
like, isn't like a good chunk of Europe like the size of Texas? Like if you travel from one point of Texas to the other one, you probably travel.
That I'm not quite sure. I'm not gonna say yes or no because like that.
Dude, I've seen Google. Dude,
It's like
I've been
dog,
on TikTok,
and you're looking at Texas.
No, but something like that.
But like I feel like their transportation is just more structured for stuff like that. Well, like here it ain't
everything.
Like,
but then again, everything's more fucked up here because like over there they've been like having cities forever.
we segregate.
Yeah,
We're like, you stay over there. We're gonna build a wall.
we're gonna build a wall.
But not in the north because the Canadians are struggling. It's too cold for you.
It's too good. But dude, a side note. So you know how like I lightly joke around. I'm not like a Logan Paul fan, but I do admire his not his business mind, but like the way he handles sometimes.
I really love his Coinbase products. I think that he has a good structure. He puts his heart and soul into everything.
No, but have you heard about his most recent fucking crypto
His
scam?
SCAMS, yes.
His SCAMS, Crypto Zoo. Dude, like...
Yeah, we all saw the video.
But like, dude, like, part of me is like thinking, it's like, why if you're that, like...
Let's that's what I was trying to put my head into. Because I'm just like, there's been multiple like scandals between like a bunch of like creators like that.
Yeah.
But why are you fumbling the bag?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, bro, especially like Logan Paul,
God.
where I'm just like, dog, you revamped yourself in such a good way.
Oh, and then you're fucking fumbling.
Like don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Do I watch you? No. I don't find you entertaining. That's just me. I'm fucking 28. You ain't my style, dog.
No, for sure.
It was like, but I can respect the game of like you're
you're hustling
from what
like,
you did
to
where you're at now.
From like the death forest to like revamp yourself to like this.
Yeah, you grew fucking amazingly, but like to just do this kind of dumb shit where I'm just like, what why? Like what?
Right.
I was like, was the bag that crazy that you felt like scamming was like gonna like work, or did you really like fall into the sauce of this? Like how motherfuckers have fell into the sauce of like all these fucking like crypto scams. Like, cause again, this year has like shown us how fucking volatile
the and how
like crypto is in general. Like,
and also how fucked up some. Now, not all creators that preach coins are bad, but how easily someone can manipulate their audience to lose thousands and even millions.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, are they doing this intentionally or unintentionally? Are they thinking that this is going to be good and then they're just getting scammed? Because again, that's happened.
Right. Yeah,
I was like,
or is it a rug pull where they know from start to finish when to like, okay, this is where we collapse it.
Yeah.
This is where we withdraw our money.
Like, this is where we pull out because it's not. Because again, what was it? What's the big ass fucking thing that happened?
FTX.
Yeah, that happened.
Homeboy went to jail.
Which again, that fooled multiple famous people, multiple fucking people in gaming.
Tom Brady.
It fooled a fuck ton of people. So I'm just like, were you like in that aspect? Which again, if you're not, you can probably easily play that kind of shit off. Even though, motherfucker, it's gonna be hard for you because you said that you put your heart and soul into this one.
See, that's the thing is like when because I watched a little video of his and it's like, for me, like I'm gonna ask you this: like, if you were in his position and if someone like the dead ass you, let's say in this scenario, you have a good 20 million in the bank already. You do your art. You create, and then some Jimmy Mitchell comes to you and goes, "Hey man, me and this guy are working on this cryptocurrency bullshit. Like we want you to be the face of it, but if you pull out of this time, we can all make like 70 million each. Like, would you jeopardize like all that shit for like 70 million? Because like obviously you already have like a certain amount of million in the bank, but like 70 million is a different, you know what I mean? Like, is there like the whole like this fucked up phrase is like everything has a price. Do you think you would have a price on that end or like
for coin or that kind of stuff?
Yeah, like a rug pull on like a crypto, because crypto is like super unregulated, which makes sense why it doesn't make sense, but it's fucked up that people are taking advantage of that because it can't really be regulated and boohoo kind of.
It's hard to say. just because again in that position, you don't know. I personally can't see myself doing that just because it's you it's so much shit that you've seen that's out there,
right?
That you're just like, there's no possible way that this is gonna. And you know, again, I'm fine with losing money if I'm not sure about it. Like again, if it's 100, like again, if you told me on top of that it was 100% guaranteed, I just wouldn't know that. And like knowing like everything that's gone on with all those crypto things, I would say no.
Makes sense.
Because again, I wouldn't know that it's 100% guaranteed, but at the same time, you it's just, if you look at the market, it's just not been looking good.
Right.
Like you got to look at that. You can't look at. To me, I'm like you can't look at just the fucking.
Because like to me, there has like this like
the money.
super. It is obviously the money is very like enticing for everybody. Because again, money is money, no matter like $20 is $20, bro. But like in that sense, like, are you willing to jeopardize your name and like image? Let's say. You know,
this is kind of,
if I was, is your image worth $70 million to fuck up? Does that make sense? Like,
if you're telling me now in the position I am in, yes.
Interesting. I mean,
if you're telling me
if I have
right
the
now, yes. If I had the crazy money that he had, no. I was like, because the thing is, like again, that 70 mil would change my life completely. Currently,
yeah.
But
if you were already that like in top of the mountain,
I'm like, why? I was like, what? I was like, that's the thing where I'm just like, I feel like people get too strung up on like, I was just like, if they see the money go up, they think that they're moving up, which I don't think that's like indicative of anything. Other than like your bank account going up, but like that doesn't really do anything.
I mean, it does make life a little easier.
I'm like, yeah, but you already, it would make life
if
easier
you already had money in the bank.
It wouldn't make life any crazier if you already had crazy money in the bank.
That is fucking true. That is true.
I was like, if I, like, again, if even having a single mil in anybody's life right now that is in a position that we are in, right, would change your whole shit completely.
Oh, for real. But like I feel like a million nowadays is not as crazy as
it wouldn't be as crazy, but with that amount of money, you can do a lot more to see yourself moving up than you going back down to where you were at.
That's true. To me, that's why it's so fucking surprising.
Which I'm just like, if motherfuckers look at this and they're just like, wow, he'd sell out. I'm just like, you would too,
right? No, this is what I'm saying. Like,
I'm like, dog, you're telling me that you working your 9 to 5 right now would not take some shit like this, where like you have no platform, you have no fucking social media presence, you have no really. Again, I understand that like we do this, we have a couple people listening. I was like, I'm talking about like, because I see myself still. Not like, again, I don't get paid to do this. We do this for fun. Yeah, I was like, we want this to be something, but like it's nothing yet. Right. And I was like, in the sense of like money, income wise, it's like as entertainment, it brings a lot of value that way. But like when it comes to like payment wise, like if it was just like for the money, like yeah, I was like, why not? I'm just like, I have nothing. I was like, and then I was like, if it was just like, if they made me like, I don't know, like if I was just like attached to it, but like I didn't have to do anything for it, yeah, right. I'm like, I'd do it. It's money.
That's the thing is like I feel like a lot of people would sell it. Like a lot of people hold this integrity of like I'm me, but I'm just like it's like until you are presented that like briefcase full of money.
It's just more of just like if you have that already a crazy amount of money. If I say we built this up and then we became like we were. Okay, we don't worry about anything with like any kind of like money. Like money's not an object of importance to us. We're like good. We're stable. Right. I'm like, and then they came to us with that, which would make us even like crazy stable. I'd probably still say no, just because I'm like no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm like I'm not someone that needs. Yeah. I'm not someone that needs more money to feel fulfilled. Like I know what I like. It's more of like for my fulfillment. Is to make sure that everybody around me is okay. Right. And then I've already, like, if that's already, like, set, like, if I'm already there, like, I don't need more money. More money is just going to be, like,
And what's
in a bank account.
And to kind of digress on the Logan Paul, because I mean, no, that fucker, I don't, dude, why even fucking jeopardize? Obviously, but then again, some people do love the rush of making more money the year before and from the year. You know what I mean? It's like the capitalistic.
I feel like that's a lot more like you need to look internally to yourself than anything.
And being realistic, what would you say your number is to be like, you know what? I think, like, what is your number of when it comes to, you know what? This is the amount I've hit. I think I'm good to coast. Not even coast, but like, I don't want any more. Having more would be nice, but like, this is the number where I'm just like, you know what? I'm content. I can kind of just manage everything from here.
It'll be in the mill, but I don't know how much.
A mill? Interesting.
Yeah. Just because I feel like with that amount of money, I think I would have people around me that would help me invest that into stuff that would set me up for later. Or like we don't have. This is the thing that I like about our group. We're not yes people. We're not yes people to each other or to anybody else. Like if anybody comes to like us,
just start saying yes.
If people came to us for like anything, we're not just gonna be like nah. Or like if for any fucking reason, like people will come to us and if they ask for our opinions, we're not gonna just say like we're not gonna give you the answer you want just because you want it.
I agree with that. I'll be honest, but then again, it depends on the scenario. If someone's like fucking crying and like, I'll throw them a ball. You know what I mean? It's always like
that's where we're different.
Everybody said my heart's like shit, and I'm just like, you know what? It looks alright. It's like, here you go. Like, you know, I mean, but I understand what you mean. When it's actually like criticism, I would give criticism, even though I feel like I suck at giving criticism. Because I'd be like, oh, that shit.
Because you can't even say the word.
Yeah, I can't even say the word, dude. That's what I'm shocked when like you hear the stories of fuckers like winning the lottery and then like somehow like 3 months later they're fucking in debt. Well, then again, they make stupid buys.
The thing is that
you
think money is endless. I'm like, it's not. Be smart about it too. I'm just like, you gotta have to invest that shit into stocks or into shit that's gonna like help you profit.
Or you can invest in yourself. Look at that. Yes.
Get you motherfuckers out my house.
Yeah. No, but like to me, I'm always surprised. Like
I don't know. I'm very much of like the David So kind of way of like doing stuff where I'm just like, if it's not for fulfillment in any aspect, I don't need it. If it's not gonna fulfill me creatively, emotionally, or in any aspect of my life, why? I don't think I'd do it. Like even like again, so I'm just like, that's why I'm just like in my current status. I'm like with that amount of money, it would fulfill like relief of like taking care of my family and stuff like that.
The bills
like,
and shit.
Which I'm just like currently, again, it's always a struggle. I was like, but if I was somewhere where like I didn't need that, I'm like, I don't think I'd take it. I don't see me taking it. I'm just like, I'm very much of like a simple kind of person. Again, even if like I made like crazy amount of money, I still see myself in a house like this.
Saying I don't think I think
like I'm just
I
like,
used
why
to
do you
like
want?
Be delusional. I'll be like, I want a mansion, but the more I see pictures of when you look at pictures of mansions from afar, they look nice. But when you look at them really close and like you're like, damn, this motherfucker too big.
I'm like, damn, bro. It's like you just straight up want this place to feel alone.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna have nobody around.
It's like, why do I need fucking 5 libraries in my house? I don't even know how to read.
I'm just like, I'd rather just have like a nice fucking spacious place.
Yeah, I'd rather have like maybe like 6 rooms tops.
I wouldn't even do that much, but you said 6 rooms?
6 rooms, yeah.
That's crazy.
Game room, theater room. Where was I?
So like a house like John has, would that be something?
That's actually a nice, because I mean, again,
that's too big.
I am the person that is using every room for his full capacity.
Yeah.
Capacity? English. Capability. Capacity, right?
Yes.
Capabilities. There we go. We fucking found the word, baby.
Oh, I feel like a house like that would be too big for me personally. Yeah.
To me, because I would use every room for something, like, because I'm. That's just how I am. Like I would.
And then I have like, and then in my head I'm just like, I got weird Tyler mind where I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm tearing this place down and like making
yeah,
it weird looking.
What do you mean by weird looking?
Like my house is shaped like a L kind of shit.
You would shape your house as an L.
Yeah, or something like that. Like I've thought of it. Like I've thought of it. Like I'll think of like just like if I had like just bullshit money, how would we like do this house?
How would you redo this?
It'd pretty much be like kind of like this.
Like what do you mean?
So like
so
it would be like
that
a
one
C,
guy
like
some
cocktail?
like a C. Oh, like a C.
Like a C.
Because you're a crip. Like
yeah, all day, every day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it because don't want to get hurt.
Yeah. We don't snitch.
Yeah.
Free NBA young boy, whatever
So
the fuck is
like,
young Dolph.
it'd be like that, where like this would be a whole like drive-in place.
Oh, so you have like a
Yeah.
how would you say a long
From the
driveway?
outside, you only see like nothing. Like that wall that's in the outside is pretty much like.
You on Mr. Burns'
bullshit,
house?
yeah.
From the Simpsons, right?
But like
Big
the
ass gate.
interior just starts like here, and like it's more of like for like again, and just be like to house family, like
So you have like a compound. Okay.
yeah, straight up. Outside of
A
like
Salvadoran
that.
compound.
And then I'd have a basketball court.
Really, a basketball court?
Yeah, don't get me wrong, we'll do indoor soccer.
This fool. You probably have the wait. I was gonna say you have the Lakers emblem because you're from Los Angeles.
Nah,
Yeah,
Mavericks.
Mavericks. But no,
It's so interesting that I remember for a long time I would be like, I'm Lakers and Mavericks, but every time I see like any Lakers game, I'm just like,
oh really?
I don't know. I think it's because they got LeBron now.
Oh, do you get a little tingling sensation in your testicles?
I'm just
when
like,
Luka
God, it
scores?
just feels. Oh, bro, Luka makes my balls go.
Oh really?
Like, this motherfucker. I'm just like,
You wouldn't go to a live NBA match, right?
I have.
Yeah. Have you gone recently or no?
No, I haven't gone recently.
Why not?
Broke problem, dog.
Damn.
The fuck you mean?
This I was telling. I forgot who I was telling.
And like the thing is that I got hooked up to get like good seats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like so lazy. I'm like, because I'm just
I
like,
got Mark Cuban on the other line. I just need to send him a quick text.
it's like, get out Shark Tank. I need some tickets.
You want to know a fun story for me? I think I was in the Boy Scouts. I was what, 12, 13?
Mm-hmm.
Somehow our troop ended up.
Meeting Mark Cuban?
No, we ended up going down and shooting the balls while they were practicing.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
tight.
That's when I found out I suck at basketball. Because I was like,
And they're like, and then they were just like, they looked at you as like, hey, Chancho, pass me the ball.
Hey, pass me that ball. Hey, I'm a kid. Oh, my bad, bro.
And then they're just like, and your secret is safe with me.
No, because I remember we went there before and then we watched the game.
That's sick.
And yeah, it was. But to me, that's when I first found out we're like, oh shit, this like basketball court ain't permanently here. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's the first time I like.
Oh wait a minute.
I was like, wait a second.
they got a concert here.
But then I was like, okay, because part of me's. I mean, I only got into. I really didn't pay attention.
I love basketball.
But I remember seeing the chicks have t-shirt cannons. I was like, oh my god, this is really America. Free t-shirts. Yeah. That's just whack. But you should go, bro. That's what I was telling us. Someone was like, you know, this upcoming year, I want to go to more sporting events.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Because ever since I went to the UFC, I don't know what it is. Because part of me, when I was watching the World Cup, I was like, how I would kill to just be in one of those matches. Whether it be Saudi Arabia versus Argentina, even though I would be pissed, it would still be an experience. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
me,
the thing that I wanted to, sorry, continue. I'll finish my story after. Or my thought after. Go ahead.
where I was at. I'm like, no, you can say, I forgot what I was saying. I really forgot.
You do the fucking Christian, like, oops.
Oops. I got oops.
I was talking.
No, but I would want to go more sporting events because, dude, the energy.
Yeah, with the UFC and all that. Like, don't get me wrong. That sounds, again, I hate the Cowboys. But I'd probably go once just to see how it feels.
Yeah, to me, I would go see if it's like a rivalry match.
To me, I go and I'll be like, so this is where they're gonna have some of the World Cups. Like,
I'm
I'm gonna get tickets here.
So I'm gonna
Scout this bitch out.
right. I'm gonna storm the field right there. No, but like, I don't know. There's something interesting when I saw like Kamaru Usman get knocked out, where like I was just like, dog, like
That's
is where
so crazy.
This is where like people go in ESPN this day, like upset. To me, it's like imagine being the motherfucker that was there for like the Morocco like penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Imagine like being there.
By
Like,
the way, do you guys? So in the stadium, because I found this out because I watched Ludwig had this chess boxing tournament, which I'll tell you about if you want.
chess boxing.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it after.
Yeah.
But do you guys hear the announcers talking
Like-
while they're fighting?
Like Joe Rogan?
Yes.
No.
That's insane to
Yeah,
me.
bro. Yeah.
So the reason I say this is because Ludwig was talking about it on his stream that usually, like what you hear on TV, they don't hear it there. And I'm just like, what? And I was like, you just hear it and like a bunch of yelling.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insane to me.
All you hear is, oh! Ding, ding, ding. Literally, that's all you hear.
That's
You
crazy.
Yeah. You don't hear the.
I was like, because you can't, because then they'll. It makes sense because they would hear that and they're gonna get like intel of like what's going on. I was like, but because like he was so when he was doing his event, he said that he wanted everybody to hear, and they said that that's kind of odd because then the people in the ring are gonna hear, and that's gonna give like a stuff. And it was like, oh shit! But again, this was like a creator kind of event. So the chess boxing was
so
there's a round.
right, you saying chess like the board game, and then boxing as in the combat.
So
sport.
this is an actual sport.
Okay.
Where you play chess and it's a round of chess and a round of boxing and a round of chess and a round of boxing.
Okay.
And then I think it ends with chess.
Okay.
I was like, but
both the sweet sciences.
so like it's either you win by knockout, you win by checkmate, you win like that's how you can
Like
win.
either you get knocked, you have to either knock out your opponent or checkmate him.
Yes.
Wow, whichever comes first.
Yes. It was actually hella entertaining.
I know, I can see that.
And then prior to that, he had two games, which was Smash
Smash
fighting.
No, I'm joking.
No, Smash fighting, where they fuck and then so no, they play Smash and then rounds of boxing. Then they play. So the round of Smash is like you play the whole round. Whoever wins takes that round, and then it goes to boxing.
Right.
And then if you win the boxing, like by points or whatever, or knockout, it goes by that.
So hypothetically, you could suck at chess, but knock someone out in the first round. Or in your like Smash. You could suck at Smash.
But you can knock somebody out, yeah.
Bro, that actually is a nice level.
It's the true brains versus brawn. That's how he said it, and I was just like, dude,
it's
true.
That is true. Imagine if you have both, dog. That's scary.
Oh, some people were fucking crazy.
My God.
They had actually a grandmaster in chess.
Really?
And this motherfucker trained and he was boxing, bro.
He was piecing them up?
Yeah. This motherfucker made the other days look confused. I was like, oh shit. I found it way more entertaining than I thought I was. I was like, okay. But like, nah, this shit was dope as fuck.
Knight 8-4. Hit him with a lot. Dude, that does that because
he's got the bitch in check.
Look at Joe Rogan. Oh, checkmate! He's fucking got it. No, but that's crazy because
the thing is that a lot of people ended up fumbling like in chess.
Yeah, because you could get hit. You get fucking
that's
stung,
the thing,
bro.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it makes sense,
bro. That shit was sick.
Because you're thinking, and then once you get your ass beat for like a round, your ass is gonna be like, I have to win this game. I don't want to go again.
That's how people were doing it.
And then you're probably your brain's too fucking
like
stressed.
and people that know that they're down in chess go a little bit more harder when they're boxing.
Or people that are boxing too. Well, yeah.
And then they try, and people that are good, that are like ahead in the chess, are fucking Mayweathering.
That Philly shell, baby. Dude, that's exciting.
And don't get me wrong, like again, they were all amateurs. Some of them were heavier, some of them did it, and like you can see like sloppiness and stuff. But it's still very entertaining.
But the thing is, I like how like this is one thing I'm admiring about content creators now. I like the mixing up the combat sports because a lot of people, I feel like it's rewarding. Like KSI's Misfits, like his boxing events that he does. Misfits. Like to me, I think that's cool because that's like everybody. In a sense, I could see like imagine if two content creators are beefing, bro, and that they're already getting millions of views. Imagine imagine not only profiting the beef between y'all two, but let's say, dude, you know what? Me and you are gonna fucking duke it out at T-Mobile Arena.
The only thing
I think that's fucking tight.
That is tight, but the only thing I have on it is if they take it seriously. Not like if like, oh.
What do you mean take it seriously?
So say you and me were going to box.
Right.
And then, but we didn't even train for it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go in there, we look like fucking idiots. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. I think that's fucking a waste of people's money and time.
But that's up to the fighter if you want to embarrass yourself.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's at the same time, like I feel like that's kind of like the thing where like it might be good that you're like bringing up a sport, but at the same time, you're kind of disrespecting the sport.
Are you though?
I feel like you are.
I don't think, because I feel like some of these people go into it thinking boxing is just about like throwing Hail Marys and come out a little bit respecting the craft. Because some of the people that have done it, like their body transformations, or even like, dude, getting hit in the face sucks. Like,
yeah, but like, okay, so did you see any of Creator Clash?
I know. I don't even see
that one was actually like.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, with the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that.
Like that was actual boxing. Like a lot of them were actually boxing.
That's what I'm saying. You should take training serious if you want.
That's why. But at the same time, I feel like it's very much to the organizer to make sure that they are.
I agree.
Because I'm just like, if you're not, I'm just like, don't disrespect something that like everybody's like people put like time and effort into like this craft,
right?
Where like you're just kind of mocking it.
Because there's the exact version of that, but it's Barstool Sports, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they have Rough and Rowdy, where it's literally like, it's not even celebrities. It literally could be like, they literally have people submit, and whoever has not even the whitest trash ever, but whoever has a story. They're like, my name is Jake, and I come from Montana, and I work in the cornfields from 9 to 5, and I do this, and I'm ready to take this city ball down. And then he pans it to the other guy. He's like, yeah, my name is Alfred. I'm like a jock. I went to SMU, and like I have a nice accounting job.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yeah, what?
Celebrity death fights.
That's what I'm saying. I love that because they don't train, but when you see them in the ring, it's all pure, it's all of a heart, dog. That's what I'm saying.
I'm okay with that.
Like, see, because that would it be disrespecting, or is it? Because to me, I come from like the mentality is fighting is such an like a human primal sport that even if it's sloppy, like if you like, that's why we record fights when fights go down, like and people watch, because there's something in us that just like wants to see like who is better at it. Oh shit! Like I don't know what it is. Obviously, don't say that you're gonna be a world champion if you throw fucking sloppy ass punches. But I feel like if you promote it as like two motherfuckers that have no experience duking it out because they don't like each other, I feel like that makes it
that's
even
fine
more
if you're going into it and knowing what that is. But if you're going into it saying like I'm boxing, like I'm actually like doing the sport, I'm just like then actually.
If you call yourself a boxer, I think you should do. I'm doing boxing.
Yeah.
Nah,
or like
I'm a boxer.
Don't shit on something that like somebody is putting a lot of effort in. That's how I feel.
True, because I also seen debates where like, and this is something that I feel as someone that likes boxing too, like the sport has kind of slowly died a little bit from time, and I feel like these like the Jake Pauls and Logan Pauls gave it like a boost in boxing. You know what I mean?
Is that thing picking up anything?
That's you.
Okay.
This is me. I'm the top one. Top.
Okay. I was tripping. I just woke up.
But I feel like they're giving the limelight to boxing, so I feel like more people give a fuck about a little bit about boxing.
Okay.
Not a lot. But I still think that I would still love to see Justin Bieber fight like Post Malone or some shit. Like I need to see something more juicier than like YouTubers. You know what I mean? Or like Morgan Freeman versus Danny DeVito, like shit like that. I need to see like some weird freaky shit so I can fucking
Danny DeVito approached me. I was kind of nervous at first.
But no, that's all we have. That's all I have. I mean, to chat about. Yeah, I don't really have much.
I was just gonna say it's just like it's been a slow week.
It's been a slow week. I mean, no, after we won the World Cup, bro, I've been on mountain high since the World Cup win, so I'm not.
No, I was just gonna say because it's gonna be fucking Christmas when you guys listen to this. Christmas will already passed.
Yeah,
like, we're recording it like the fucking Wednesday before.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what's one of your like favorite gifts that you got ever?
Ever?
That you can remember?
Gifts that I was like mad stoked about?
Yeah.
When I got my bike, and then when we got PlayStation 2.
Oh, that's tight.
Dude, PlayStation 2 was... Because I was very... I in the beginning when we got video games, I didn't play them as much because I was really scared of like losing. Is that
Oh,
weird?
really?
I was really scared of losing. I hated losing. And then after taking multiple L's, I learned to lose. But I don't know, guys. That was cool because the first game we got was Jack 2. You remember what's it called? Jack and Dexter, the PlayStation game.
Yes.
It was a sequel to it, and we're like, what the fuck? Because we never played Jack and Dexter. We only played Jack 2.
Yeah.
But we saw like one of our white friends in apartments play it, right? So we were like, dude, what is this game? And they had guns. And it was like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It was just that Christmas was dope. PlayStation 2 was dope.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? The PS2, I'm talking about the PS2 Slim. From
Bro, I remember when I had, I got the big chunky one before I got the Slim.
No.
I remember when I got my brother, I didn't get that for Christmas, but I remember my brother got it randomly. I don't know for what.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was my brother, like my family member ended up getting it. And then I had the original Dragon Ball Z. Where you like power up and then like you transform, but then the bar goes down and then you go back to normal. And I was like, bro, I'd fucking go in that bitch.
Dude.
And then I got the Slim.
The Slim, no. I think that's like I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's the only best Christmas that I can think of. Everything else was just like clothes and toys here.
Like random little toys.
Yeah.
I remember I was so hyped to get, I kept on hinting it. To like get you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc bullshit?
Oh my God.
Bro, I kept on, like, I was just like.
You kept like, damn, I wish I could eat the sandwich, but I don't have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc.
No, it was just like, it was this kind of shit. Because these motherfuckers, we would go to Walmart and then they have them all laid out right there, straight up. And I'd be like, wow. Just looking at them like astonished, like, whoa. These are so cool. It'd be so cool to have one, kind of shit like that.
No cap, that's a flex. The kid had those hoes, and he had his cards put on him.
And I remember it was, I remember, bro, I was such a fucking dork. I was like, because I remember the day that I got, like, so it wasn't Christmas Day. I think it was Christmas Eve or like a random time. Like, my stepdad ended up getting it for me, and like he just tossed it at me. He's like, "Here you go, Merry Christmas." I was like, "Oh shit!" And I fucking unwrapped that bitch. I put that hoe on, and then we had to go to a party, and I took that bitch with me.
Oh, you cringe!
I was cringe as
You
fuck.
cringe!
Dog, my ass was like,
You were trying to send your tia to the dark realm.
I was like, "Who's wanting to go to the shadow realm?" It's time to get no bitches. I had that bitch. I was so hyped, bro. I was like, yeah. And then like after a few years, it's like, this is just a piece of plastic because I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, dude. That's fucking hilarious. Because I remember on Christmas, that just reminded me of this kid in our apartments, bro. Do you remember the Spider-Man web shooters when they first came out?
Yeah.
So like he got those house for Christmas, and like this is like circa 2001 or 2002, dude. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like getting those web cartridges weren't fucking like easy.
No,
to get.
yeah.
And he got those, and those hoes only came with like 2, bro. And then
Y'all wasted that.
all the neighborhood kids were like, "Hey, yo, let me take that hoe for a spin." And then we do by the end of like the fucking day, we all play with it. He's like, "I have no more way." We're like, "That's your problem, dog."
That's when y'all went.
I just remember it was like, damn, dude, you really worn out that Spider-Man, bro. That shit was fun.
Could have been me though.
Oh, dude, and then bro, you remind me of like Christmas in apartments because that's the
bro.
weird,
Christmas in the hood is different.
Yeah, because like
any kind of event in the hood is way different,
bro.
If it's your birthday, everybody knows.
Yeah,
I'm just like, damn, dog, yeah, come over and have food.
Oh, bro, I remember seeing this person eat shit with those old school pink Jeeps, the little car toys. Because like the apartments would be like, it was like the parking lot and then it would go down and then sidewalk and apartments.
Yeah.
So then this motherfucker, because those wheels are plastic, they're not rubber. So like if you brake fast or you try to do some weird stupid shit, them hoes gonna slip. And he went, eek! It just fell off that fucking like little like a risen parking lot, dude. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh man, I remember just like when I lived in like apartments like that, just like. You could just step out and like, you just had homies there.
Oh yeah, dude. You
like
meet up by the power generator,
yeah.
The little green.
For us, because we had like a little in the apartments that I lived in, there was like a little sandbox like in the center, so we would go there. And like the thing is that my grandparents and where we lived, it was the same apartments, but like we lived like in the front and they lived over here. I actually drove by those hoes just because I felt like nostalgia and just going through. It's so much tinier than I remember.
What, you've done that before? Driven by like old spots?
Like I know I've driven. I've done this not that long ago in this year where I was just like, yo, I was just like, why the fuck not? And then I drove into it. I was like, I tripped the fuck out. Like it was crazy. Like I parked and I walked around and I was just like, ooh, I'm gonna get shot. I was like, ooh, I do not feel safe.
I'm wearing blue right now.
I was like, it was crazy. So like just like being around there, I was like, damn, I remember going here, doing that, and doing this. It's just like one of those like blind blown things.
I've done that before where I went to my childhood apartment. Like I walked around the same spots I used to hang as a kid. Like like especially like the hidden parts. Like remember like I don't know why, but back then we were like if we found a bush with like a nice like hole in there, we'd be like, that's the spot, bro. That's where we hide all our stuff. I remember one time for some reason, like the group of kids that we hung out with, like they had found like, I'm not talking about a porn magazine. I'm talking about like maybe like 1/3 of the cover where like maybe half a nipple was shown, and they had like you would go in the bushes and there'd be one of those like fuse things, and they would just put it in there. So every time we would go there, the guy was like, "Bro, let's see some side boob."
I don't know what these bitches were, but like it was in the apartments where like it's those radiators, but like they had like vents in them, and we would just put shit in there. And like we'd grab shit out of it if we need, like we would hide shit there. Bro,
that's just fucking. That's some like kids next door type,
like some
shit.
Hood shit. Like I'm just like, damn, bro. Y'all don't know. These kids don't know.
They don't know the streets. That's what I'm saying. Part of me is like, the more technology gets advanced, the more you like.
Bro, I would play fucking. I was gonna say canicas. I was like, but fucking what are the marbles? Marbles, yeah. I was like, I want to play marbles. Like, fucking have a whole thing. And motherfucker, we play for your marbles.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
like,
dude. This is some gang toys.
Yeah.
He's like, let me get that big one.
Yeah.
slide that big one over here.
Yeah, boy. I took you out the circle. You know what that means, boy. You my bitch. Hold this pocket.
I've claimed your canicas. Now go and buy some more at the swap meet and meet me down here.
Now tell your mother how you lost your canicas. Oh, dude, that's just funny.
Oh, damn,
let us know what your favorite Christmas gift was.
What was your favorite Christmas gift? Shit that like, what you fucking thankful for? I don't fucking know.
If you don't celebrate Christmas, what's your best?
Also
gift?
probably this will be the last one of the year. So,
yeah.
have a happy New Year's.